Welcome to your favorite Tennessee Titans podcast, Tennessee Titans Weekly. Jacques,
Hawk,
Jacques,
Hawk.
what up, folks? Hello to you. Hello to everybody. Hey, Jacques, the Titans. So, shout out to Jacques, first of all, man. Shout out to Jacques, man. Jacques has been a big proponent for a while as far as changing the culture here. The Titans had to lose. They had to lose some games, but as soon as they did that, they immediately said, "You know what? Yeah, we're doing that. We're about to change everything." So shout out to Jacques. I think that's the direction we're going for sure. Before us to fire John Robinson that early, and then Todd Downing and every other coaches right then, and then boom, look what we do. We if he's watching the show, welcome to Nashville, welcome to Tennessee. We here, Jacques.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now you're right, bro. And shout out to you. I'm gonna add it too, where you the playoff rebuilding teams, and I know we've had side conversations about it, man, and trying to figure out like what direction. And I, like you said, I've been trying to go this direction for the longest, and we pulled it. And shout out to you too when you said and I know we had a sidebar conversation. You said I've never seen them work this quick. That's a key word, quick. And they are on it, man. They are on it. I think the next thing that I think they kind of can take their time a little bit, but I think they need to get on it as well as the OC position. But hey, we here to talk about Rand, bro. Like this is amazing, bro.
Amazing. So, Jacques, as you know, again, we hired Rand Carthon, former NFL player. For a minute, I got mixed up because I remember his dad, Maurice Carthon, with the New York Giants. And come to find out that that's his dad, I said, oh, wow, that's his father. His dad was an offensive coordinator in the past and things with the New York Giants under Bill Parcells. A lot of people might not know that. But I remember Carthon, even for those that, I might be showing my age, that played, some Tecmo Bowl and things like that. Carthon was a beast, his dad. But then, I did a lot of research on this guy here. Man, Jacques, bro. I mean, this guy's he's young, but he's extremely accomplished, bro.
Man.
Wow.
So, and I know a lot of people ain't gonna like this, but he's a former Florida Gator, and he was a former Indianapolis Colt. He played with Peyton Manning and all them, Edgerrin James and everything, right? But then he got his start. I think once he left football, he started with the Atlanta Falcons in 2008 as a, correct me if I'm wrong, player scout, I believe so. Something to that standpoint. He started his career with the Falcons, and he just started working his way up, man. And just to see what he's been able to do, it's been amazing. And when they were going through the interviews, I liked the interviews that they were having with the candidates. I know Ian Cunningham was probably next in line. If Rand didn't get the job, I think it would have been Ian. But from what we did, where we hired from outside, I loved it. And another quote that he said that I think really sold Amy was, he said, it's not going to take us long to we won't have to do a total rebuild. I'm not quoting him from quote, but he said we don't have to do a total rebuild to win a Super Bowl. Listen to keyword to say win a Super Bowl, right? Yep. Amy wants to win a Super Bowl, not sit here, continue to go to the playoffs and lose in the first round. She wants to win a Super Bowl. So I think when he said that, then that sold her. It's like, no, you know what? You talking Super Bowl. We in the past, we've talked playoffs. And I think that's a mindset from a fan's perspective that we need to take out of our head and say, okay, hey, we want a Super Bowl. I think I've gotten there even since last year. Well, 2020, the 2022 season when we lost to the Bengals in the playoffs. At that point in time, I said, I want to win a Super Bowl. I'm tired of going to here. We've tasted it. We've touched it. We've touched the Super Bowl before, right? I was young, but I seen it. I was there full effect, right? Watching it on TV. So I think that's what impressed me the most with him, and then his accomplishments, man. I know he's not a quote-unquote GM, or he doesn't have GM experience, but what you do from a player personnel, and I think I guess I'm getting it mixed up. Is it pro personnel, or what was his?
With the Falcons?
Yes, with the Falcons.
Pro scout, what you said earlier.
He was a scout, and then with the 49ers. What was his title with the 49ers?
He was the director of player personnel.
Okay, exactly. Player personnel. So what I've been reading and research is that goes hand in hand with like developing and bringing in like lower level draft picks and everything and evaluating them. And then too, with your free agents and everything on the market too. So, and I know if that's not correct, somebody will correct me in the comment section, but still, it's impressive, man. And I like it. What's your thoughts on it, man?
Facts, no paper, man. I think more than anything, when, they were looking to hire a GM, I saw a lot of names. I didn't know nothing about these guys, honestly, right? And so, once the names started to pop up, I started doing research. And then in the process of doing the research, looking at Rand Carthon being a pro scout for the Falcons back in like 2008, working for the Rams as well as a director of player personnel, and then went to the 49ers. He's been with the 49ers since 2017.
That's crazy.
So, and since they've been to one or two Super Bowls, right? They have had a lot of success, and record wise, even compared to us, it was crazy. We had a better record over that span,
Mm-hmm.
but they've gone further in the playoffs and they've done better with talent, especially over the last 3 years. So what sold me, y'all? What sold me, man? I'm sitting there on a conference call, just flipping through my phone, blah 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 blah, and I get a message from Jacques. This was it, right? This sold me. I was like, I don't need to do no other research, man. Look at this. So the players that Carthon's helped to bring into San Francisco in rounds 5 through 7, again, 5th, 6th, and 7th rounds since 2017. George Kittle, the second best tight end in the league. Richie James, former MTSU Blue Raider, he's the number one receiver for the New York Giants. Dre Greenlaw, a Pro Bowl linebacker out there, tackling everything around him. Juwan Jennings, the former UT receiver, doing incredible things as wide receiver number 3. You got Hufanga. This guy's a Pro Bowl safety. He's the next coming of Troy Polamalu.
Yep.
Elijah Mitchell's an incredible runner. He's a great running back. Dude is a beast. And then look at Brock Purdy.
Yep.
Look what he's doing. The last pick of Mr. Irrelevant, the last pick of the draft, out there balling. So look at that, y'all. Do we need the end of the show, Jacques? All right. Y'all have a great day. Thanks. Bye, y'all. Do we need to say anything else, man? You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Sam Phelan from that tweet. But
yes,
hey, when I seen it, man, I was like, I said, this is it. I mean, and imagine what he does when he has control of the first, second, third, and fourth round, right?
Right. Yep.
If you can develop talent like that from the later rounds, I am very interested to see what you can do from a perspective from a first round, second round pick, third round pick. And you like, whoa. But to see that, and I didn't realize, I know George Kittle when he was at Iowa, but I didn't realize he got picked that late. And everybody passed up on him.
Yeah.
But then you look at San Francisco, they ran like, oh, no, hold on.
Yep.
You got this talent, that talent. And like you said, the linebacker, Green, I mean, amazing. And it's something that I noticed within that whole group, right?
Mm-hmm.
Speed.
Yes.
Speed. Yep. If I look at the 49ers, and I'm going to tell y'all a secret, guys. You ready for this? Before I was a Titans fan, I was a 49ers fan, okay?
Yep.
From the Steve Young days to the Terrell Owen days to just all back in the day, right?
And Jerry Rice was my favorite player of all time, by the way.
And same because I played wide receiver and corner. Yep. So Jerry Rice is my favorite wide receiver, and Deion is my favorite corner.
And I wore 80 in high school when I was a wide receiver because of Jerry Rice.
Same here, bro. And so it's one of those things when I looked at it, I'm like, dude, I said, you look at how stacked their team. And I think he had something to do with bringing Christian McCaffrey too.
Of course.
Right?
Of course.
Right? And I didn't think, I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't think that was going to pan out like it did. I didn't.
Yep. Me neither.
I didn't. I'm going to be straight 100 with y'all. I thought he was going to get there and get hurt again or whatever. But it's amazing to see what the 49ers have been able to do. Brock Purdy, bro. Like, how do you take Brock Purdy and make him into something? I don't get that. That goes kudos to Kyle Shanahan, right?
Yeah, right.
I mean, amazing. So from what I've seen with Rand, I'm like, okay, Rand has been a part of this, right? So people will say, well, has he been in the draft room? We don't know. But he's been a part of bringing in those players that we've seen.
Yep, that's right.
You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, what's your thoughts, Hall?
Yeah, he can only gain experience from being in those war rooms, right? And being a part of this player personnel. Right. That was his job. So, so coming in now with the bigger responsibility, he has more control now. So, and then some people might think, oh, next year we're going to go all the way. It's going to take time. Jacques and I have been talking about that. It takes time. But since, again, 2017 till now, look where the 49ers are now, right? They're building, and the majority of their players, except maybe Christian McCaffrey, most of their players is playing on their guys that they've drafted, and they've done very, very well. And then you look at, George Kittle, he lives in Nashville. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure he's telling Rand, hey, man, and Rand Carthon gets to be a bit closer to, the South. That's where he's from. Mm-hmm. And then I was shocked to see Trey Lance. So Trey Lance, he did this, right? Yep. He did that. So it's kind of like, hey, man, I'm here, trade for me. And I think that he some people might say respect from up his peers,
Mm-hmm.
from players. To me, that says a lot. That says a
Mm-hmm.
lot. Your references. That brings the excitement even more to
Yep.
say, man, this guy's just not some fly off the wall, just some one hit wonder. This guy's been around and he's had success. So I'm excited for him. He's our first African American GM as well, so I'm excited for that as well too.
Yep.
Man, like I said, I think, man, we're happy for him. Rand, do your thing, bro.
Yep. And with the Trey Lance piece, how would you feel? And that can be a whole different topic and a whole different show. I just want to get your quick thoughts of how would you feel if that was something, right? I don't know if that's
Mhm.
something. I think he's just telling him, hey, good luck, but it's also
Right.
a subliminal message like, hey, Purdy's here.
Right.
The way Purdy's balling, I ain't gonna have a shot, bro. I
Yep.
mean, how would you feel if we brought in a Trey Lance?
I just hope Trey Lance is drinking milk and doing push-ups, man. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because we've had the injury bug. That would be my only concern, and that's a legit concern. He's had two, year-ending injuries. He hasn't played many games. When he played, he did very well. Dude's got the talent. He's got the size. Dude's got it. He's got the it factor. But he's
Right.
got to stay on the field. But I don't know. Contractually, it would be tough. Some contract numbers would have to. He'd have to come down on that salary and have maybe some incentive performance goals.
Right.
He makes those out, then hey, let's sign him. He's young.
I agree.
Come on,
I agree.
So
I agree.
yep.
So, another question for you, Hawk. What do you think should be his first line of business for Ryan? Ryan, and he does his presser tomorrow at 12. What do you think should be his first thing on his agenda?
I think he should just strictly talk about the offensive coordinator and just say, hey, my goal is to bring in speed. I think that's the second thing he should talk about. Mirror what Mike Vrabel says, right?
Right.
To make it even seem, even if it's not true, to make it seem like you're on the same page. To say, hey,
Right.
you know, this is a great team. This team has been winning over years. Over the last 6 or 7 years, they've been the AFC South champions. They've been going to the playoffs. They did miss it last year. My goal now is to add to that, add speed to it, right? Add speed to it. And not just that, change the culture on our offense. Bring an offensive coordinator in here that's going to be aligned to what we can do and to be successful. That's what I would say. What about you, Jacques?
I mean, it's the same too, and I'll add to that. You're going to get the fan base hype, right? The fan base is already. I mean, I've never seen the fan base this more united on something, on some type of front. I've only probably seen maybe one or two tweets or something on Facebook that says, I don't like the hire. But other than that, everybody's excited about the hire. I mean, literally, my sister, who doesn't really watch football, sent me a message like, hey, great hire. This is going to be awesome. Da, 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 da. I'm like, okay, cool. So I feel like you said in the presser, talk about how you and Vrabel are going to collaborate, because that's the biggest thing Amy talked about, right? The collaboration, right? Two, how you planning on building this team? What is your plan? Yeah, I mean, with this team, how you planning on, like you said, speed? I've heard that they are going to interview. I think I sent it to you. The OC, he was like the interim OC for Denver.
Okay.
And so what I've heard is what that tells me, they're trying to stick to the West Coast style, right? They're trying to change their whole scheme up to the West Coast style. And I think people don't understand that San Francisco still ran the ball, right? But they
Right.
do it in a
Exactly.
way, where it's unique. They don't just use one back. They use multiple backs, and these backs are quick. They catch passes. It's more of a zone type run. It's more of a spread type offense. They have the speed to do it. It's a good mix. They got Debo Samuels, who is a running running wide receiver. You got Brandon Ayuk. You got Jennings. They have the style, and I think the most underrated piece of the San Francisco 49ers is their offensive line. They got the best left tackle in the league in Trent Williams, right?
Yep.
I wonder if he had anything to do with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm really curious to see if he had any inklings in that as well. But I think he knows. He's like, oh, and he's probably done his studying, right? Because you don't get to where you at by just lollygagging, right? So he's
Right.
probably done his research, his studying. Like, okay, they got Big Jeff, they got this, they got that. Okay, they got this, they got this over here. I can really take this and do this. We don't know if he wants Ryan Tannehill, right? Ryan Tannehill's Jimmy G 2.0, but Jimmy G's better, right? You see what I'm saying? So again, from what I'm seeing from him and the excitement, I'm really excited to see what he says tomorrow. And I think this will probably be the most watched presser that we've really ever had, right?
Yep.
So
Right.
This is gonna be interesting. I think them doing this and then them continuing to look outside the organization for a different scheme, I think is telling me, and it's probably telling you too, Hawk, that we want to hit the top.
Yep.
We're tired of being stuck in 2008. We're trying to get to 2023, and it's gonna be interesting, man.
Yeah.
So
It will. It will, man. It will. So, well, cool. Well, once again, y'all, we want to say, man, congratulations again to Rand Carthon, who's going to be our new GM. He has again his press conference is tomorrow. So congrats to him as well as we continue our quest on building this team. So yeah. So well, folks, that is the show, y'all. As we always do, hey, we appreciate everybody tuning in. You can always check us out if you have not subscribed to us. Shame on you. Subscribe to our channel today, as well as on Tennessee Titans Weekly. Hit us up on Twitter, Titans Weekly 24/7. You can also check us out on Instagram at Tennessee Titans Weekly, and we're on TikTok at Tennessee Titans Weekly as well. As far as check out Jacques' show as well, man. Cool movie reviews, man. For movie reviews, man, check them out. It's dope. If you need your house painted in the Middle Tennessee
yes,
area,
sir.
we got the link at the bottom as well. Check Luxury Painters of Nashville.
Uh-huh.
Click on the link, man. Good deals. You got it.
Hey, when you do click on that link, because I'm actually going to use them to paint my downstairs house. So just when you get ready, guys, click that link. Great services. Trust me. Great people. You'll say. And then two, with the movie channel, I'm actually in the process of going to review The Last of Us. So if you're a HBO show type fan, come check it out, man. I know I've been kind of MIA, but I've been super, super busy. So, but anyway, when you guys check all these platforms out, make sure you like, subscribe, and we're going to talk more in depth. I think you guys want to chop it up with us about this Rand Carthon thing. So, we probably do a live show probably later on, right, when we get some free time, and we'll chop it up. Y'all can ask all your questions that you want.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Well, folks, we hope you have a good rest of your day and weekend as well, too. And Jacques,
Yes,
as
sir.
we always do, sir, facts.
No paper.